Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Cameron, and in today's video we're going to be discussing Crysis 2020, including latest info, when we can expect a release date, and why the successor to Crysis 3 won't be called Crysis 4. Now without any further ado, let's hop right in to this video. Now to start this video off, let's talk about Crysis 2020. Back in April of this year, the official Crysis Twitter page sent out a tweet that had everyone talking, and as simple as it is, it reads two words: receiving data. Ever since then, people have been theorizing that this could be a teaser for Crysis 4, and not only were we wrong about that, but we never will be getting a Crysis 4, which I will be discussing later on in this video. But before we get there, 3 days after that tweet sparked up the minds of many, Crytek confirmed with an official teaser, as shown on screen, that we will be getting a Crysis Remaster. Now according to Crytek, Crysis Remastered features improved graphics and optimizations for current-gen consoles. This includes high-quality textures, improved art assets, temporal anti-aliasing, depth fields, new light settings, motion blur, and particle effects. There will even be software-based ray tracing. Now this is where my questions begin. Crysis Remastered is coming to all the current-gen consoles, which is great, but what about next-gen? I mean, we are literally months away from the PlayStation 5 release and the Xbox Series X. So why would Crytek only be releasing this remaster to current-gen consoles? They won't actually, and here's my theory. As stated, this remaster will be taking advantage of software-based ray tracing. Now if you guys don't already know, both PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X specialize in ray tracing. It's one of the biggest divisions between the current-gen consoles and next-gen consoles. Now why would they openly mention ray tracing without specifying for which platform? Because as you know, the only platform that can handle ray tracing is PC. Now based on what we've seen in the past, developers have released games on current-gen consoles only to re-release games on next-gen. Take Grand Theft Auto 5 for example. Rockstar Games released GTA 5 literally months before the release of the Xbox One and the PS4, and we didn't see a release for the game on next gen until a year later. Now I'm not saying that that's how long it'll be before we see a Crysis Remaster on the next gen platforms, but what I am saying is that we shouldn't lose hope. It takes time for game developers to develop a game for new consoles, and rather than waiting for a port for next gen, it makes all the more sense for Crytek to release this remaster now before current gen consoles become pretty much obsolete in the next year or so. Now as mentioned earlier, there won't be a Crysis 4, and as some of you can remember, back in 2012, the CEO of Crytek was questioned about Crysis 4, and he stated, quote, "I wouldn't name it Crysis 4 at this stage because it would be misleading. We want to finalize Prophet's story, and Crysis 4 would imply that the story just moves on. But we are excited about the DNA of Crysis and the franchise. Unlike Far Cry, this time around we feel very flexible about Crysis." Also stated in the article, normally Crytek would already be beginning pre-production on the next Crysis, but Crytek's CEO claims that the next iteration's radical direction could mean even more of a lull between it and Crysis 3. Long story short, we will be seeing a sequel to Crysis 3 or even a spin-off of the series in the future, but we won't get a game titled Crysis 4. As for now, we are getting a remaster, which I am psyched about, and later on down the road we could see a remaster of both the second and the third games, provided that this remaster does well financially. Afterwards, we could definitely be seeing a new entry into the series, but as for now, all we can do is speculate. Now that pretty much sums up this video. I hope you all did enjoy it. If so, leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and subscribe for more news on upcoming games. With that said, this is Cameron, and I am signing off.